vieraat ja hyvä yleisö. ISU Grand Prix 2023 jatkuu nyt parien lyhytohjelmakilpailulla. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, ISU Grand Prix 2023 will now continue. We are ready to start with the pairs short program competition. In just a few moments we will start with that. Arvoisa yleisö, esittelemme parien kilpailun tuomariston. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure to introduce the officials for this event. Kansainvälistä luisteluliittoa edustaa, representing the ISU, kilpailun ylituomari, the referee of the event, Fabio Bianchetti. Tuomari numero 1, judge number 1, Rui Chao, China. Tuomari numero 2, judge number 2, Noemi Stipkovic, Hungary. Tuomari numero 3, judge number 3, Pernilla Börling, Finland. Tuomari numero 4, judge number 4, Sabrina Wong, Canada. Tuomari numero 5, judge number 5, Florence Wülsteker, France. Tuomari numero 6, judge number 6, Carlo Pescosta, Italy. Tuomari numero 7, judge number 7, Kathleen Couture, United States of America. Tuomari numero 8, judge number 8, Åsa Nordbeck, Sweden. Tuomari numero 9, judge number 9, Kerstin Kimmich, Germany. Kansainvälistä luisteluliittoa edustavat, also representing the ISU, kilpailun tekninen kontrolleri, the technical controller, Daniel Delfa. Tekniset specialistit, the technical specialists, Sarkis Teweinian, Meilin Bende.
Welcome to Espoo in Finland for the 5th stop on the International Skating Union's Senior Grand Prix season. Espoo, a city founded in 1458, now a technical research centre of the country. This city, home to several leading enterprises including Nokia and HMD Global. And this is the Espoo Metro Arena. 24 years since it was first opened, primarily used for ice hockey, but popularly used by the International Skating Union for figure skating events. And today and this weekend, the home for the Grand Prix Espoo 2023. And already we have seen the men's event take place with the world junior champion Kao Miura leading his compatriot Shun Sato in a competition that saw two of them scoring over 90 points, as we head now to the second of 4 disciplines competing, with the pairs short program getting ready to be competed. Already we've seen Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps, the winners in Chongqing, China, secure their spot at the Grand Prix final in Beijing next month, alongside fellow Canadians Leah Pereira and Trent Michaud. But still, we expect others to vie for contention. And in this event, we will see Sara Conti and Niccolò Macii, the Italians who were the first Italians to win a medal at the World Championships when they did that so brilliantly in Saitama, Japan in March of this year. And they will be, the Italians will be last to skate in this group, with the short program starting order being based on the world standings of the teams and the skaters competing. The opening team, Cheng Peng and Lei Wang, will hopefully follow on the success of Jimmy Ma, the American man who competed last week in back-to-back Grand Prix assignments and has gone on to skate brilliantly in his short program to secure third place after the first stage of the competition. And their confirmation that Cheng Peng and Lei Wang will be the first team to compete of the 8 teams in the pair short program here. And Sara Conti and Niccolò Macii, the final team competing. Fabio Bianchetti, the referee again in this event, alongside 9 judges and 3 members of the technical panel. And in the men's event, we saw 4 of the 12 men, a third of the entries, who had won medals already on the Grand Prix. There will be 4 here competing, 50% of those in this event who have already achieved a medal in the Grand Prix Series 2023. Great to see Ellie Cam back with partner Danny O'Shea. They were injured and had to withdraw after the short program when they competed their first assignment. They were in France.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with big applause the pairs of the first group. Skaters in the first group are Cheng Peng Lei Wang, China. Milania Vanan and Kichi, Finland. Minerva Fabian Hase, Nikita Volodin, Germany. Ellie Cam, Danny O'Shea, the United States of America. Pari, 6 minuutin verryttelyaika alkaa. Skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
So a Chinese team, Finnish team, German team, and American team in this first warm-up group competing. As I say, with 50% of the teams here having achieved a medal on the Grand Prix circuit already, you assume that the competition will be closely contested and well fought, with Cheng Peng and Lei Wang, the first team to compete, hopeful of repeating as medalists from last week. A team that were formed in the spring of this year, and that's the reason that they are the first team to compete in this event. They do not have ranking points achieved together as a couple, and that's the reason that they'll be the first team to compete. But both individually have great pedigree, with Cheng Peng being 5th at the Olympics Beijing 2022. And now to Melania Vanan and Filippo Clarici, a team that have been together for 1 year and 5 months. And in that time already, they have achieved the minimum technical element score criteria to compete at the European and the World Championships. That criteria set by the International Skating Union guarantee that the standard of event at ICU championship levels is of a high caliber. As you see, look at the Mate, your coach here. Just perhaps making sure there are enough tissues ringside for the skaters. And now to a team that, although they haven't competed on the Grand Prix this year, have showcased impressive outings on the Challenger Series. They were winners at the Nebelhorn Trophy in Oberstdorf. They were winners at the Budapest Trophy. And second also at the Lombardia Trophy. And those results suggest that although they haven't got a medal on this Grand Prix series already, they could be medalists here in the Espoo Metro Arena this week. They're the coach, Drew Meekins of Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea. It's had to see them forced to withdraw from the Grand Prix in France after the short program.
Her hobbies are knitting and reading, and his hobbies are hiking, jogging, reading, and remodeling. From the United States of America,
They some really expressive, beautiful skating. Just hope that the injury that pulled them out of the French Grand Prix is fully recovered sufficiently for them to be able to deliver a solid skate here. And there you can see, look at again, just ensuring not just tissues but water bottles at the ready. The input of the coaches at this stage, of course, to make sure they have the tissues and water, but hopefully to keep things calm and positive. You can see the smile from Drew Meekins towards Danny O'Shea. Obviously the technique of the elements in the pair short program, so challenging, so difficult, and so needed to be honed repeatedly in training and in practice. But then a very different mental state needed for competition. One thing having the skill set and the quality of components and technique to deliver the elements. Another thing to be able to replicate what is done in practice under competition environments. Some skaters being able to step up and deliver better than in practice. I argue that most struggle to find that ability to repeat their PBs in the training rink in the competitive arena. Based on gloves being worn by Cheng Peng and Melania Vananen and the wrapped up coaches rinkside, a chilly environment in the Espoo Metro Arena. But the skaters will have been here for official practices, some from as early as Tuesday, to acclimatise and themselves mentally and physically prepared. They'll know what they're dealing with in terms of temperature of the arena. You can see some firm grip just applied to the hands of Lei Wang. Different skaters using different products, firm grip, second skin, just to make sure that there's good connection between the team for the difficult holds. Safety being of paramount importance in all disciplines, particularly in the pairs.
Kilpan ensimmäisenä luistelevat Kiinasta. First to skate from China, Cheng Peng, Lei Wang.
And the first team to compete of the 8, Cheng Peng and Lei Wang. Music, the storm Driven C, choreography by the brilliant Laurie Nickel. How have they coped with achieving bronze just less than a week ago? Comfortable, clean triple toes. The triple loop brilliantly on music. Straight into transition for the forward inside death spiral. Small blip, but otherwise good unison. And again, good phrasing with the music. Chang Peng and Lei Wang look delighted with that skate, and rightly so. I think it's so impressive to be able to compete in different continents from one week to the next, and then to be able to do so, and to be able to skate even better than they had a week ago. Real testament to a new team that gelling together with the competition experience of last week, uniting them even more. And so often we hear skaters following the event in their press zone acknowledging their desire to return to the training rink to work on the things that they know that the judges have given them feedback on. This team will not really have had opportunity to do that. The gala last week on the Sunday and then travel inevitably on the Monday prevents them from getting training time before official practices at the next Grand Prix assignment, and yet it shows what a competition experience can do to make those improvements. Inspired to give more on the program components. A little far apart, a little mismatched on the timing on the side-by-side triple toes, so not quite optimal. And a level 2 assigned to the triple twist lift again, same as last week. But this triple loop throw on music, gorgeous use of her left arm and step forward emphatically onto the left forward outside edge for Chang Peng. And it's lovely to see her reaction to that skate here, such a happy reaction, suggesting how happy she is in this new partnership. And wonderful to see that despite finishing as high as 5th at the Olympics and 5th at World Championships, indeed 4th once at World Championships, still eager to return to the competitive environment. And the smiles continue in the kiss and cry. Coach Yang Ding. So it was 62.91 at the Cup of China 7 days ago. And Chang looks a little closer to see 2.5 points higher. Almost, we would have been looking for more perhaps, it seems, in the reaction to that score, but a 65.25, which may be hard to beat based on scores we've seen on the Grand Prix this season already.
Next to skate from Finland,
Melania Vanan, she from Latte, Filippo Clerici, he from Como in Italy. Here, skating to bad to the bone. Good, triple toes. Difficult fall on the throw triple loop. Great entry and change of rotation for the features in the Group 3 lift. Filippo just missing the camel catch feature within the change combo spin. Melania Vanan and Filippo Clerici from Finland. Home nation team at the Grand Prix Espoo. Competed here at the Finlandia Trophy. They were just off the podium there. And still relatively early in their development and their formation as a team. Finland not renowned for its production of pair teams. So great to see a team that, based on the second element, the triple toes, a solid future. They're the first of the teams that we're seeing in this event from the Ice Lab in Bergamo. Now one of the greatest hubs for pair skating in the world, as coach Luca D'Amati beats them off the ice. You can just hear Melania saying she tried to save it, presumably in reaction to the landing of the throw triple loop, which was good in the warm-up here. this lift being assigned a level 2. The women's split position, the catch of the women at the side of the waist, the women's position in the air, and the difficult takeoff, some of the features. That was easily the best element for the team. Triple toe. And a shame because, as I say, good in warm-up and not too far removed in the competition, but this will be the frustration for Filippo, just missing the catch in the camel feature. And so that, a level loss, but also really big impact on the creative execution. And looks like no value achieved for the change foot combo spin for the team. Great to hear them saying hi to the Ice Lab. As I say, a hub for pair skating and such a positive environment for so many teams, not just competing here, but throughout the Grand Prix series this year. So they'll look confused, but I can see that the change foot combo spin has no value at present based on what happened there. So 3.5 points probably gone on that element alone, and that while Melania and Filippo have a 48.56.
Next to skate from Germany, Minerva, Fabian Hase, Nikita Volodin.
And now to Minerva, Fabian Hase and Nikita Volodin. Team so relatively new together, but already 3 medals on the Challenger Series this year. This their senior Grand Prix debut as a new team. Skating to the music, Stay by Rihanna. Classy landing and the triple twist.
He said, if you dare, come a little closer. Round and around and around and around we go.
Just smooth triple salchows too.
Oh, now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know.
Following a triple loop.
See the light, it's hard to know which one of us is caving. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move.
First to the combination of turns in the step sequence. Second combination of turns must be done in hold, as shown there. Minerva, Fabian Hase and Nikita Volodin from Germany. They will be competing again next week at the NHK Trophy. And skating fans who haven't seen them on the Grand Prix this year, haven't seen them at ISU Championship level, may not have known of the potential of the team, but the Challenger Series suggests that this could be a team in contention for making the final. Minerva was as high as 5th at the World Championships in 2022. And she is so experienced with the partnership that she had with Nolan Seeger. She was with him for 8 seasons. And then following that Olympic year, they ended their partnership, and this looks like it could be an even more fruitful pairing for her. Same new partner, same coaching staff. Minerva has been with coach Dmitry Zavin for 7 years already, and she expressed to me the gratitude that she has for her team. Such an effortless catch there. Talking of effortless, the back 3 Mohawk entry into triple salchos, close to one another, well matched, both in their timing and in their technique. But this is the problem. Through triple loop.
Funny, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one who
Fall.
needed saving. 'Cause when you never see the light, it's hard to know which one of us is caving.
That the entry into the group 3 lift.
Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me out
Music
the way
stay by Rihanna,
I want you to
shown in the expression here in the closing positions. And interestingly, in terms of presentation, despite the mistake on the throw, the judges just fractionally pushing the German team in some of the program components above the leaders Cheng Peng and Lei Wang. And as Minerva taps her head with her hand, it does lead you to believe that a clean skate here would have been enough for them to take the lead. Again, that kind of indicating where this team falls in line with others who are already medalists on the Grand Prix series this year. They've had as high as 66 at Lombardia Trophy, and a 63.59 here with the mistake. They will move into 2nd place, but already some high scores based on what we've seen on the Grand Prix this year for 2 of the 3 teams in the Grand Prix Espoo.
Seuraavana vuorossa Yhdysvalloista. Next to skate from the United States of America, Eli.
And now to the team who won the Finlandia Trophy in this arena just over 1 month ago. Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea. So that Challenger Series win showcases the fact that they too have potential for medals here, but recovering from an injury that pulled them out of their first Grand Prix assignment in France. Beautiful extensions of the free leg to start. Side-by-side triple salchos. A big fall on the throw-in triple salcho. Love this passionate expression within the transitional content, looking almost like a choreographic sequence rather than a step sequence. Just such rousing music, the East of Eden, especially arranged for the team by Carl Hugo here. Forever memories of five-time world champion Michel Coin to this music, but I think this version and this team really make it their own. Still not the skate that they're capable of or that they were hoping for, but a marked improvement from the Grand Prix de France, where there were 2 falls in the short program. Obviously the fall here on the throne triple salto. And a team that was 12th at the World Championships in Saitama. But I think, I really feel that they have potential to be contenders as well. To push certainly for top 10 in the world. And had there not been that mistake, again, contenders here too. And having referenced the comparative, or the parity between scores and the components with the teams that have already done well here, Ellie and Danny in the presentation component, fractionally above the leaders too, so confirmation that the judges appreciated the expression to the East of Eden. And this, the improvement from France and Angers. Triple saltos. Sadly, they couldn't replicate that success with the landing on the throw version. And I'm truthfully not 100% sure what the injury was that Ellie suffered. She did look a little apprehensive, understandably, in the warm-up, but here, when some of the big major elements were out of the way, we could see some of the glorious expression abilities that she has, and Danny has been effusively praiseworthy of his partner in this new partnership for him. He having achieved success as a 4 continents champion back in 2018, and for a period of time following his retirement with Tara Kane, he wasn't sure if he would compete again, and instead was coaching, but so enjoying this partnership with Ellie. He seems really happy to be back on the international competitive scene as Drew Meekins joins them. Drew working both as coach and choreographer for the skaters.
Ovat saaneet lyhytohjelmastaan 55,99 pistettä. Sijoitus tällä hetkellä
So 55.99.
55.99 points, and this brings them currently in the 3rd place. Kiitos. Thank you. So already we've seen strong pair skating, and then relatively close competition between the top 2 teams after their short program, with the highest ranked skaters left to compete. Again, confirmation that the order is a reflection of the world standing, as 8 more skaters, 4 more teams take to the ice.
Tässä ryhmässä luistelevat. The skaters are Kanadasta, from Canada, Brooke MacIntosh, Benjamin Mimar. Unkarista, from Hungary, Maria Pavlova, Alexei Shevchenko. Ranskasta, from France, Camille Kovalev, Pavel Kovalev. Italiasta, from Italy, Sara Conti, Macii. Kilpailijat, 6 minuutin verryttelyaika alkaa. Skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
You can see the world bronze medalist Sara Conti and Macii using the warm-up for some forwards crossovers just to hone the skating skills. Back crossovers for the Hungarian team, Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko. With the final 3 teams all having achieved success, and therefore in contention of the final. And the final, not just a prestige, but also opportunity for prize money for the athletes as well. And more world ranking points too. And that all plays into the starting orders for ISU Championship events and also sends a signal to their respective skating federations. They will make the teams to compete at ISU Championship. As we look to Brooke, MacIntosh and Benjamin Mimar.
He is 22 years old. They represent Canada. Her hobbies are everything outdoors and spending time at the cottage with her family, and his hobbies are coaching and video games.
Brooke and Benjamin have
From Canada,
changed back to their long program from last year after the Skate Canada International that they competed in. Quick turnaround from event to event. And now to the first Hungarians to win a Grand Prix medal in the pairs discipline, Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko. And they did acknowledge after the event in Vancouver that you're delighted with themselves, their coaches and the federation. The first Hungarian medal in pairs and the first Hungarians to win a Grand Prix medal in any discipline for some time, since 2010.
from Hungary, Maria
Nora Hoffman and Maxim Zavazin won a medal in the ice dance event.
Camille on 28-vuotias ja Pavel 31-vuotias. He edustavat Ranskaa. Camille harrastuksia.
And now to the husband and wife team of Camille Kovalev and Pavel Kovalev.
Pavelin harrastuksina
Third in France.
sekä tietokoneet. She's 28 years old and he 31
And what
years
a
old.
wonderful experience it was for them to repeat as medal winners on the Grand Prix in France again, having done that in 2022.
Games and computers. From France,
Oh yeah.
Camille Kovalev, Pavel Kovalev.
6 years married next month, their anniversary. And another couple on and off the ice, Sara Conti and Macii.
28-vuotias. He edustavat Italiaa. Saran harrastuksiin kuuluvat musiikki, ruoanlaitto sekä hänen koiransa. Nikkolan harrastuksia ovat musiikki ja
They
ystävien
said
kanssa
following
viettäminen.
the event in Angers in France a fortnight ago that they knew that they could do better.
Represent Italy. Her hobbies are music,
They
cooking and her dog.
will have had some time to reconnect with their training base at the Ice Lab in Bergamo.
Sara Conti, Nicola Macii.
And they were favourites to win in Angers. A tagline that probably stays true for the team again. Having hosted and boasted some of the highest scores on the circuit this season. And I just love the story of their short program music that Nicola Macii's grandparents danced to at their wedding. And they've said that this music in this short program is essentially a trial run for what they may use at the 2026 Olympic Games in Milano Cortina. Sara and Nicolo both acknowledge that they started their skating careers at the Ice Lab, and so a real product of that environment, which is an ISU Centre of Excellence. The International Skating Union has various centres of excellence around the globe, and opportunities provided at those centres of excellence for skaters from less established skating nations to achieve scholarships to train there. Wonderful initiative from the ISU development teams to support skaters and coaches from a host of different skating nations. And that's something that's particularly evident on the Junior Grand Prix circuit, where there are not minimum scores needed to participate. Great to see some representation from various different skating nations that we don't necessarily see as readily on the senior events. With the hope that that will be something that will come to pass in the seasons ahead. Maria Pavlova keeping her tracksuit jacket on. As we see the skaters, again, utilizing the 6-minute warm-up in different ways. The husband and wife team sticking together. Other pairings separating for the closing seconds.
Skaters, your warm-up has
This is
ended.
arguably the most
Please
anxious
leave the ice.
time of all, as Sarah just walks through the takeoff of her triple salto. Connecting with Nicolo. Sharing a smile to conclude their warm-up. The Swiss timing involved in the ISU events so accurate in the exact time, so the skaters will know exactly how long that they have before they take to the ice again.
MacIntosh, Benjamin
As Coach
Mimar.
Andrew Evans applauds his team, Brooke MacIntosh and Benjamin Mimar. Who will skate to music by the Beatles.
Oh, darling, please believe me. I'll never do you no harm. Oh, darling, if you leave me, I'll never make it alone. Believe me when I beg you, don't ever leave me alone.
MacIntosh, Benjamin
Brooke
Mimar.
MacIntosh and Benjamin Mimar conclude their short program. Their short program maintained. The free skate will be different when they compete again tomorrow to that which they used at Skate Canada. They had a relatively clean skate at Skate Canada in this short program. And of course, obviously the frustration for Benjamin to have had that fall on the side-by-side triple toes. The technical panel just currently having a look back at 3 of the 7 elements for this team. Just going to be reviewing perhaps the levels in the lift, it looks like. You can see a bit of a sigh for Benjamin. They had, as I say, a good skate in their short program at Skate Canada, but still fell short of their personal best from the World Championships. Nice to hear, Andrew Evans. Don't worry about it. Let's go grab a seat. Job done. And now time to regroup and hopefully be excited to return to the Les Miserables free skate that they will use tomorrow. And actually the first team to achieve a level 4, and that the opening triple twist. Any extra points accrued from a higher level on the twist than they had a few weeks ago. Lost on that, the fall on the triple toe. Not so problematic though on the throw triple loop. And great demonstration of flexibility and strength from Brooke within the difficult features of this, the lift. And technically the team well prepped. They had level 4s and 3 of the 4 level assigned elements in Skate Canada. It was the program components that fell a little short for the team, and also that's happening again here. 3 of the teams that we've seen already have component scores within a point of each other, so the judges have deemed that the top 3 teams so far in the event are all very close in their skating skills and in their choreography, composition and the presentation. Brooke and Benjamin just falling short of that. Here, judges seeming that their skating skills were the high 6s as opposed to the 7s that we've seen of others. So it's a 56.61.
56.61 points, and this brings them currently in the 3rd place. Kiitos. Thank you. Seuraavana vuorossa Unkarista. Next to skate
now
from Hungary.
to the silver medalists from Skate Canada, Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko. And the Hungarian team will skate to Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
Stevie walks wildly down the street with the wind blow away down the line. And now somebody sound of his feet, machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready on the edge of the seat? Out of the door, bring the bullets ring to the sound of the beat. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another go, and another go on. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
They secure landing positions on the side-by-side triple toes, pushing that grade of execution higher.
How do you feel we could get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had, gave me all wrong. Are you satisfied?
Just having to do a double 3 turn on the landing of the throw triple flip for Maria.
To the sound of the beat. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Maria Pavlova and Alexei Sviatchenko. He sends Maria frustrated perhaps with the landing of the throw triple flip, in which she had to double 3 turn out, and that pulling down the tech score. And they had problems with the change foot combo spin in their first event on the Grand Prix Series at Skate Canada. It was a little problematic here, but better than it had been. It's interesting that they said in reaction to coming here with the potential of making the Grand Prix final, they knew that they had to not fixate on that as a feature in their mindset, but instead just focus on the event at hand. And see Maria consumed with the reaction to that skate, disappointed. And success often then underpins and changes the mindset and mentality to the next event. Now that they are the, as I keep referencing, the first Hungarians to win a medal in the Grand Prix in the pairs event, is anything less than that disappointing and frustrating, as we see really solid triple toes, and the way in which their choreography allowed them to sustain that landing position really sent a signal to the judges. And it wasn't a catastrophic error on the throw. Maybe that's the reason that she's so frustrated. Difficult variation of the takeoff in the group 3 left. Yeah, the one arm rotation's a little bit wide on the footwork for Alexei. Here, good chance to see a combination of turns. It was bracket counter twizzles. Let's see the first turn there. But for the pair skaters, similar features needed in the step sequence to the single skaters, but one of their clusters must be done connected to one another, and their step sequence coming in at a level 3. Others have achieved a level 4, but the level 3 is what they had at Canada as well, so perhaps that's the plan for the team. Will they be able to top the 62.22 they had in Vancouver? Not to be, but a 61.53. Coach looks a little frustrated. But in an event that showcased some pretty good performances, find themselves in 3rd place with 2 teams remaining to skate.
Seuraavana vuorossa Ranskasta. Next to skate from France, Kovalev, Kovalev.
And now to Kovalev and Kovalev. Third in France, a team who have been together as pair skaters since 2014, married since 2017. Skating to The Feeling Begins by Peter Gabriel. Two-footed landing on the throw triple flip for Camille.
Because they say one thing. None of you should be called a teacher. Don't call anyone on earth your father.
Two-footed landing also for Camille on that, the side-by-side triple toes. Well, Pavel and Kovalev will be relieved not to have had a fall on the spin that they suffered at the end of the short program in France. But the second and third elements, not that which they achieved a couple of weeks ago in Angers. And they acknowledged that the event in France was just an extraordinary experience for them thanks to the audience. And they said that it allowed them to go above and beyond and vibe with them at both of their performances. They don't have that to support them here in Finland as a non-host nation team. Perhaps that's the reason it just fell a little short. The energy of this performance, not that which they produced in Angers, understandably so. The concept for their short program is that she's the bad girl. Bad magic woman, that the idea behind this choreography and concept for Camille and Pavel. Some unique, cool movement to open the program. Just looking at the footwork for Camille there, you can see definitely a two-footed landing, and the same taking place on the landing. Here on the throw. And I think in warm-up we did see a fall, and so perhaps that was residing in her brain space and electing to play it relatively safe and put the left foot down on that throw triple lutz. But she hits a beautiful line in the air on the left. Here again, other factors. Difficult feature. That was where he had the mistake and fell over. Now we get the chance to see what is a good finish position and the storytelling between them as she performs and emits towards her husband and pair partner. So it's 59.04 in France. Which would put them in fourth. It's a 55.45, and although it's close and just over a point off fourth, they've moved down to sixth of the 7 teams at this stage. So now to Sara Conti and Niccolo Macii, the European champions here at the Espoo Metro Arena. And this music so special, particularly to Niccolo, grandfather's wedding music. He said his grandfather was like a father figure to him who sadly passed away. Touching the ice, step out of the throw triple loop. But land the triple salchows. Lovely split jump within the step sequence. Fantastic change foot combo spin and a gorgeous step sequence. As Coach Barbara Luani looks on ringside to her students, and they were quoted as saying that their first Grand Prix medal last year was like a dream. And it was, I said it after their first Grand Prix this year, that seeing their reaction to their scores last year was joyful in every event that they competed in, going from success to success to success. And you just sensed in France at the Grand Prix de France in Angers in their first Grand Prix assignment this year that last year's brilliance and last year's results totally just shaped the perspective differently. And even though they achieved a silver medal, it seemed like a disappointment. Even from the warm-up, though, there seemed more joy in their participation here. And just, as I say, love the step sequence. And despite there still being mistakes made, they do consolidate their place now as favourites, not as last year's surprise medalists and contenders, now as favourites. And they still have the second highest ranking score this season behind Stellato, Dudek and Deschamps. So still very much considered as one of the world's very best teams. That said, level 3 for the twist here, and of course the throw loop. Both hands touching down, the step out. She impressively reconnected with the music, but that mistake will not be missed by the judges when it comes to ascertaining the grade of execution. Likely to lose about 1.5 points with that kind of mistake on that element. But this was wonderful, the transition into the forward inside death spiral. And even as she descends into the position, performance value very evident on Sara in an emotional piece. And again, nice to see happy skaters this time in the kiss and cry. Sara Conti, Niccolò Macii. They've had as high as 70 this year, 65 today. And as they did in their first Grand Prix assignment of the year, find themselves in second place, but just a quarter of a point off the lead. Coach Barbara Loni takes the positives from their performance there for Sara Conti, Niccolò Macii, second place behind Cheng Peng and Lei Wang, the Chinese team that were third last week in Chongqing.
Pairs free skating starts tomorrow at 2:40 p.m. After ice resurfacing, we will continue with women's short program competition at 5 o'clock.
Their confirmation from the ground announcer that the women's short program is taking place next. And that starts at 5 o'clock local time. Great to see what we didn't see last week in the ice stewards heading out to fill any holes on the ice as we take a look back at Minerva Fabian Hase and Nikita Volodin. Such success on the Challenger Series, backed up now with a medal winning short program placement with a new German team. trail the Italian team of Sara Conti and Niccolò Macii, world bronze medalists. Second place, but just 25 hundredths of a point off the lead. They were the first to compete, and they held that lead from start to finish. Cheng Peng and Lei Wang, a new team, building on the success they achieved a week ago with their bronze. They will compete again for the free skate tomorrow to see if they can turn bronze from 7 days ago to gold. I'm Mark and Retty. Thank you for joining us for the pair short program. Make sure to stay tuned for the women's event coming up at 5 o'clock local time with the return of the world champion Kaori Sakamoto.